ya? This is Souls44 and welcome back to another episode of Galactic Chickens. I wanted to make a big announcement today. I believe we're going to be resetting the server soon. I don't know for sure, but we're going to be doing a new map. We want to make sure that the new mods that were added, that's right, new mods were added, and that was going to be to allow people to do more things. We got a lot of requests to allow us to add a couple more tech things in. I believe we're debating on plant tech 2 or not, whether that's going to stay in, but we also put in mechanism. I know a lot of people really enjoy mechanism, and so mechanism got added in. Now in the single player mode, you'll see now that I have things from mechanism available to me, and I believe that's going to stay in the mod pack. So for the one thing, you're going to get to be able to play with mechanism, the most updated version that we could find for my modded Minecraft Forge version 1.12.2 or 1, I don't know which. But either way, today we're going to look at doing a really OP power setup. I wanted to use steam. I know in a previous episode I was making a steam turbine with immersive engineering. You can also get steam out of your little reactor. I got a baby reactor here. It's just a little bitty guy right here. Doesn't have a whole lot of power coming out of it, but that's about to change because we're going to use it for steam instead of producing energy. I'm not really into needing a lot of energy. I have solar panels for that. I've also set up a little bit of a desk area for me to work at and a little bit of a lab type situation. So I wanted to go ahead and show people that. I will be doing more videos about the server, maybe even a farewell to the server. We're having some real big issues now, though, because we've added so many glitchy things in contrast with what's going on. But basically, put it this way. You add a whole bunch of mods to a mod pack that's not configured for a server, then you've got to do a lot of configuring for the server. And if you add it after the fact, especially if there's ore generation involved, you can run across some issues, and that's pretty much what we're taking care of now. But look forward to having that server open up and running. It's free to play. Come and check it out anytime. Also, I have been working on and developing my own mod pack. It is now available for Fabric. That's right. I decided to take all of Fabric 3 and scrap my video series on all of Fabric 3. And you can now download from the Twitch launcher Fabric of Souls. Fabric of Souls is a Fabric 1.16.1 mod pack. And yeah, it's amazingly hard. I challenge anyone to play it and check it out and try and survive. It's hard. I made it hard. I wanted to make it difficult. It's got an adventure style to it, but you got to survive. You can't just jump in and, oh, I'm just going to play, I'm just going to run around, and I'm just going to have fun, and I'm going to build. That's not the style I designed it for, and you can get to that point, but you're going to have to work. So only skilled players should try and play that. Otherwise, put it on easy, and then you'll have a ton of really beautiful blocks to work with. Put it in creative even. Hey, heck, just check that out. There's magic in it. There's alchemy in it. There's all the stuff from all of Fabric 3 in it, plus some. I added things in there. I made some serious recipe changes. You can get wither skeleton skulls, all kinds of cool stuff. Anyway, I'll run through that in another video. Right now, we're going to work on making power. Big time power. Second probably highest, maybe third highest power other than a draconic reactor. And in order to store all that, I need these cells. So I made a whole bunch of these advanced cells. Here they are. They're not going to be infused, although I probably could infuse them all, but it's going to take a long time to make that many dimensional shards. Let me see. Yep, dimensional shards. I could craft a whole lot of those. Right? That's just going to take a long time. And then infusing it takes a long time too. Something I wish that people would start looking at is decreasing the time for certain things to take place. I just recently learned some stuff about mechanism that helps move things along faster, but they're not obvious things that you can do. And I'll try and cover as much as I can and as often as I can any changes that happen to Galactic Chickens. So there will be videos coming up still from Galactic Chickens, but obviously I'm going to be running through and doing more Fabric stuff. And also 1.16. I think 1.16 is going to be the way to go. Everybody is moving that direction, so I'm going to follow suit. If you want me to go back and do 1.12 mods, individual even, single mods, you say, hey, just run through this whole mod, help me out. If you need that, I can do that. I'll do the best I can anyway. I'll even fumble on screen for an hour or two, as you can tell, just to go ahead and try and figure it out. So with that being said, Galactic Chickens 1.12.1, I think. Yeah. So here we go. Let's get this going. Previous video, I built a steam engine, or an engine that produces tons of steam, and I'm going to get that steam over to here. I want to build a turbine. I think I'm going to lay it down and have it going this way. It is not intended to be the most efficient power generating. I just want to kind of show how I do it. And there's some tweaking that can be done to it. You know, I mean, if you really wanted to get technical with it, I could probably go through and tweak it and make it run, well, heck of a lot more efficient. But I want to really see what this bad boy can do. I can't really tell how fast it's pushing steam. It doesn't really look like it's pushing steam that fast, but there is a lot in this black hole tank. And so we're going to go ahead and do just like this. I want to go ahead and place a, wow, that's loud. We're going to extract an input. Okay, that's going to fill up with steam. I want to color it, and I think what I want to color it is 1 gray, and I'm going to need a diamond. Alright. So it is mine. That's what that does. And then I'm just going to put one single piece of gray right there. So now it is an ender tank filled with steam. And that's it. And it's going to take a minute. Actually, let's see here. Make sure that's on insert. I always make sure both ends of my pipes have the insert or output, whatever, added to it, even if it's moving into it. I want to make sure it's getting the fastest flow possible for ender IO. Oops, I'm going to need another one of those. Just one. Alright, I need a speed upgrade. Do I have any of those? I do not. I want to make sure that this is pushing steam as fast as possible. That is something that I think... Wow, no pistons? Why? Why not? Let's make sure we have a few. And we don't have enough cobble because that's more than what my we can just do that. No? How about just there? There we go. I only have one cobble being one drawer with cobble being stored. I don't believe. I'm never a big fan of hoarding more than what I need. I am already doing that as it is. Oh, there's no speed upgrade. Well, okay then. A normal reactor looks just like this. There's no fluid input output, as you can see. So there's no really way to get in water into it or out of it, but I'm about to change that. And yes, you can build a giant reactor and get a lot of fluid out of it, but as far as steam goes, but I'm going to be using both this one and this one just to make a small turbine run. What it does is it's a more efficient way to utilize your fuel. So let's say you're playing a mod pack and you only have this small reactor, or you're only allowed to run this small reactor. Well, if you want to conserve your fuel and not have to constantly mine for it, or you don't have resources to get it enough fuel, you can use a small reactor to generate a decent amount of power, or you can use a small reactor to generate a decent amount of steam and get more power from the steam. In combination, I can make more of those boilers, and yeah. And I'm probably going to make 2 more of those, I think, just to make sure that we got enough. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get going on that. So I have my steam. Actually, this is a bad deal because I've already put steam in this. I should have colored it first. My mistake. Not a problem. I can fix that pretty easy. But right now, I'm not too worried about it. 1 tank worth isn't going to hurt me. Let me grab that gray dye and make sure it's matching. And there it is. And we still have steam. Okay. Now, the idea is to get this steam into a reactor. So let's go ahead and make that reactor. I'm not the best at building on camera, so be patient with me as I try and whittle through this again. I'm probably going to use lasers to move fluids. For one thing, I know for sure I'm going to be using the old kitchen sink. It's a really great single block And honest to goodness, cooking for Blockhead Sink is the best water resource there probably is in any mod pack I've played. I could bury it and put a laser to make it look cool, but I think it's funny that it looks like it has a fish in the sink, which is horrible. But it's not dark. Am I getting, oh, it's an eclipse. See, that happens because of astral sorcery. That's super weird. All right, so this is going to break the reactor. I want to put that out there. You're not going to be able to use your reactor during that time when you're fixing this until you get it going. So make sure you have power from something else that's going to keep you going, or you have a large enough buffer. Let's check fluid, and let's just do it easy. We'll just do @extreme. And I've already pre-done, obviously, a few things. I created some recipes anyway. I got some turbine glass that's made, and there's my reactor port for fluid. Now I'm going to craft these rotor blades when I get to that point. Not yet. I'm going to wait. When I get to that point, then I'll go. So I want to make sure I have the right number. I'm going to need, I forgot one thing. I wonder if I'm going to have enough. Because these ludicrite blocks are actually the best. What is this? Emeralds and plutonium. These are the best conductors for the coil that I'm going to need. So let me go ahead and I did not make a craft for that. This is going to be different. Or dictionary, maybe? I don't know. This is going to be different. I don't know if I have enough of the materials. Normally I have plenty. But, yeah. I didn't plan on it. I think I should be good. Let's check. Okay. I know I'm going to need at least 8 for the first coil. So 8, 8, 8. So 24. That's a lot of materials. Yeah, I'm missing... Oh, I'm only missing 64 uranium. So let me go ahead and craft 20. And then I'll wait, and while I'm building, the uranium will build back up again. Like I said, I wasn't really big on doing this idea, but, you know. So here's the thing. I want to make sure that this port, I'm going to need another port. I need an import and an outport, so let me do that. It won't take long for that uranium to build back up, and I'll have plenty. Turbine Tesla power tap. Did I have that? Oh, look, I've already got 17 of those. I'm going to need that power tap. What am I missing? A lapis block. What do you mean lapis block? You tell me I don't have a craft for a lapis block? I probably don't. I missed the most obvious ones. I had a lapis issue before on camera. How embarrassing was that? Now I've got 12,000. Just by letting it run with those chickens. I know it's cheaty, and it can take away from the challenge. But here's what I want to suggest to people that are learning how to play modern Minecraft. You know, everything in Minecraft that you're doing that's modded is technically a cheat. And some people will be like, well, you're saving time, etc. And I'm like, no, it's still a cheat. I mean, but I enjoy my cheat, right? Put it this way. I can make an infinite water source. Right? I could make an infinite water source. I could do most of some of this stuff actually in Minecraft with redstone and huge giant farms just to do small tiny little things. But that's boring for me and I don't find it interesting, right, Bob? Bob said yes. So everybody needs to just kind of like understand that modern Minecraft is more interesting for me. It may not be for you. That's the thing, is it may not be for you. If that makes sense. You don't necessarily have to like it right away either. Sometimes it's hard to learn. So let's break one block. It's going to destroy the structure. And then you have to craft this extreme wrench to make it an input or output, as you can see. So you're going to do input fluids. And then another one I will put for output. I'm going to try it right here. Okay. And that's going to be the output of the steam. So you're going to input in water and you're going to output steam, right? pretty doggone simple. And the fastest way to input is laser. Laser moves fluid faster than you can realize. There is a limit, I guess that's been confirmed as to the speed, and you use a compass to choose directions. And we're going to go out of adjacent blocks, so out of the sink. And this one's going to say only into, then it's going to be into there. Now you can see if you look at it, the tooltip is going to read tank and it's going to be full of water. So now we are generating steam. And we're delivering 11.4 millibuckets per tick of steam. And I don't want that. I'm going to deactivate the reactor and let it cool down because we're wasting fuel. Water is infinite, so we're not worried about that. And you know what? I don't even need this pressurized deal because I'm going to do another laser. I think I'm going to have to do 2 more lasers. I really want to run lasers. Heck, I'm going to keep the fluid conduits anyway, just in case. What's the speed on these? Ooh, those only move 100 millibuckets, 400 millibuckets a tick. That's not. Is that even? Maybe I should go with some mechanism. Maybe. What are these ones? 800? I don't know. If I can, I want to use the lasers. So, and I tried doing autocraft. For some reason, my autocraft got messed up. I don't know what I did wrong. So let's go get a couple more lasers. I like the lasers. Let's get 4. Let's go get 4 lasers. Oh, sleep first. And then, you know what I need to do? I need to put a telepad in here, because this is going to take a minute. Don't mind my experimenting with this centrifuge thing from Plastic. It's junk. I messed up. I don't even know what to do with it. I really have no use for it. So again, if you guys want me to show that or say something about it or go through what it does, I can do that. It's really not all that great of a thing for me compared to what we already have. I guess it can come in handy if you're getting ores and stuff that are needing to be split apart. I don't know. Or you make a mistake and you make something wrong. Alright, so now we got water in there. Now let's build this reactor. I want to build it facing this. So let's go right here as the center. It needs to have a gap. Nope, let's go here. And I want to even it up there. So there. Oh, we also added a vein miner to the mod pack, so you now have vein mining. I just don't really use it all that much, but other people wanted it. It was a highly requested item mod to be added to the mod pack, and I was like, you know what? Let's just put what people want. I mean, that's the whole point, right? We want people to come play, have fun, so let's do it. Hopefully I made enough of these. I want to make sure I can at least glass the edges, and you have to build it in a specific size, and I'm trying to remember exactly what it is. I want to leave enough room so that it doesn't touch, but I don't want to. Alright, so that means the very center is going to be right here. Now, since you can build these straight up and down, or you can build them laying down, and you're going to only need one of these rotor bearings. They go right in the center of the butt of the, I said butt, of the turbine, and if I remember right. And then I'm going to build, I want to build it a little bit bigger than the reactor itself. Let's say, it's all about efficiency with this thing, and in scalability. Like, you can build a bunch of these, really. You kind of make a casing, right? You're gonna, if you've ever built Tinker's stuff, see it says machine is too small. I know it's too small. It doesn't have anything. It's not even built. But at least I know that I'm using the right blocks. Alright, let's go to this one. I'm probably going to end up with leftovers. I did not do the math. I know I'm wasteful, but when you're a hoarder, you kind of have so much, it's ridiculous anyway. Why be conservative? That doesn't make sense. Alright, and I want glass. Now I can use a wand to build this, but I want to be able to see it. I like the animation. On servers, animations might be disabled. Particle effects might be disabled. I think on ours it's still on because we just didn't really think people were going to build them, and they're probably not going to. But I think it's pretty fun, and that's why I'm doing it, because I'm here to have fun. That's the whole point, right? And share that fun with everybody else. And hopefully people join and will enjoy the new mod pack. I mean, Fabric of Souls, it is fun. It's just challenging. I wanted to make sure that it had some challenge. That's kind of greedy on my part because I wanted it to be challenging for me. And if you're not really that accustomed to adventure styles of mod packs, it might be harder for you because you're going to need to adventure to really gain what you need. I want to leave a door, I think, like right here. And I'm going to leave it 3 high so that I can fit in. All right. So yeah, I have a lot of leftover extras. I could always make another turbine. Yeah, I built it like this because I want to be able to input the steam in, and I did not build the reactor port at extreme. And I think I need to input fluid port. Yes. Do I have stuff? I do. Okay. This will replace 1 block, and I want to go straight up. You cannot use the controls and everything can't be part of the frame. So that's one of the things that, as far as I know. And we're going to have a controller right here as well. That way it's right by the deal. Did that go inside? You don't want to leave stuff laying around, by the way. And we're going to set up this advanced power cell system here in a minute. It's going to be a giant battery. Basically a giant battery. Let's go ahead and do the rotor and the blades. It's really easy. So at extreme, whoops. And I want to know how many I can make of these too. What did I say I need? 24? Just need 4 more. That's how you use up nether stars. Holy smoke. Okay, let's just go with, I don't even know. Let's just go with 10. And then these I'm going to make a stack. Oh, dark on it. Got to let it build up. We'll just do 20. So 12. Alright. So with this, you just place it on the rotor bearing. So you're acting like it is a turbine in real life, and it's going to have, it's going to have rotor bearings like this. All the way to the wall, where I'll put more glass right here if it'll work. I think it will. And I didn't even notice that it fell out because I wasn't paying attention. Alright, there. Now, the blades are real easy. I guess I overshot it by 3. Big deal. I'm trying to remember if these go around here or if they go on that side. I thought they went here. Yeah, air is not valid. I know. I got a hole in the ground here. I'm gonna find out real quick if I did this right, because oops. Let's get across. Now we're gonna do this 3 layers deep. I don't know if I could go 4. You kind of want to have to like balance it between the amount of friction, I guess, and stuff is taken into account. I don't know, but I know the more of these coils you have, the more power you can generate. I might have done this backwards. I think I did. Oh man, I did. Oh well. I'll move it here in a second. I think the rotor bearing has to go on this end, and this is the end where the I did. Merp. So, vein mine. There you go. Tilde keys, the vein miner. I don't know if this is going to be correct. I want to make it so I don't have to see the pink stuff from the ground, the ludocrite. Thankfully, nothing is radioactive. You don't have to worry about it exploding, none of that stuff. Oh well, let's go ahead and get this done. Right? We got 5 minutes. Go, go, go. Here, we're going to go like this. And we're going to just use the housing on the end, because I'm not going to be looking at it. And then I probably won't have time to show you spin up all the way. I'll just be able to show you it spinning in general. Let's get those blades on there. I'm probably going to need a bunch more blades. But I see I have to count how many I have here. 1, 2, 3. Those are going to be covered. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's going to be 6 of those. 6 times, okay, there's 8 on each one, so 6 times 8, right? So let's go ahead and do that. What the heck? Come on now. Don't argue with me. Really? Alright. Why did I do that? I don't know. There. And I'll need one more, 2, 3, 4. So 4 more. There they are. And here's the thing. You can use different materials for these coils. I don't really know if it's a big deal. Like, I just know that I have this, so I'm using it. Because I have nether stars, why not? Alright, so these you just place on to the deal like this. Right? Like that. Oh, I made it too small. Oh my gosh, I made it too small. See, that's what happens when you don't pay attention. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to make it bigger. But here is how this looks. If you do it correctly, you should have 2. You can have 2. Yeah, I need to come out 1 in every direction. So I made it 1 too small in every direction. Ah, well, I made a mistake. It happens. It happens. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go ahead and get it running, and then you can see it run, and I'll make it bigger off camera. It's gonna keep on bugging me about this, I think. Yeah, you can do 2 blades per side, and yeah, the more blades you have, the more power you can generate, because the more, you know, speed you got and all that stuff, basically. So I didn't really need as much as I have now, so oh well. And you want to have as many blades as you can get in the build, so that way you can get the most amount of usage out of the steam that's in. Right? Is that it? Air. Let's fill in my door. 1, 2, 3. And it gives me a no-go. Let me see what it says. Probably the rotor's on the wrong end or something. Yes, it is. I'm willing to wager that's the issue. Yeah, swip it around, swip it around, swip it around. Boom. You just gotta play with it. Found 1 rotor blade that are not attached to the rotor. All rotors must be extended continuously from the rotor. Oh, there it is. It's just sitting there. Alright, I'll fix it. Hold on. And then it's just floating in the air. That's funny. Alright. Now that we have mechanism, by the way. What the heck? Why does it keep doing that? Now that we have mechanism, you can make an even more powerful steam turbine, and it's way more powerful than this one. And I might do that. Just because steam is fun to play with. Right? There we go. Should be all I need. Rotor must end against a turbine housing block. Aye. You don't like glass, huh? Come on now. I like the glass. So that's what that means. Boom, there it formed. Look at that. So I did it on camera, yeah. Yay. Laser. Let's get this fluid going, right? We have that one. So we're going to link it. And then we're going to tell it which direction. We're going to pull out from this direction. Only out of adjacent blocks. Only into adjacent blocks. We need to check it. Full of steam. Now, this is going to work as well. We want to use this steam too, don't we? Yeah. Let's do that real quick before we are completely out of time, which we're going to run a little bit long. Really? Click. Click, why don't you? Click! Darn you. Alright. Super easy. Just go like this. I believe we can attach more than one. Look at that. Cool. Only out. Alright. Power tap. We never did attach a power tap, did we? So how are we going to get power, huh? Let's do that. Turbine. Redstone flux tap power. Did I not ask for one of those? Thought I did. I'm doing modded blindness. Alright. Redstone flux power tap. I hope that's the one. Turbine Tesla power tap. Tesla power tap. That sounds cool, but I don't know what it does, so I'm not messing with it. I might mess with it some other time. Okay, you can hook up a controller to this as well. Just to throw that out there. Just turn it on. All right, poof, ran out of steam. Now it didn't really run out of steam. What it is it's burning the steam up and using it to increase the speed of the rotor. And I wish there was a. Oh yeah, I bet I can do this. I can just get rid of that. So now you guys can see the tool here. All right. You look over here, it's going to say speed of the rotor in revolutions per minute, so RPMs, and it says rotor performance best at 900 to 1800. So that's the goal for us to try and get to. Really? There's a zombie? Really? Where? Holy smoke. I didn't sleep. I went through the whole thing and didn't sleep. You know what? Eat pickaxe. Oh, this is a thumb crab zombie. They're tough. Forget that. I don't want to mess with you right now. I'm asleep. Alright. Dude actually took damage. I don't have anything on, that's why. Okay. So, let's go this real quick. Alright, I'm only generating 500 and something RF per tick, but it is increasing in speed, and as it increases in speed, it's going to increase up to, I use 1800 as the max. What is going on? Oh, there we go. Simply put. Boom, back together. And then we're going to turn it back on again. Keep this in disengaged, and then we can speed up. And yeah, you're gonna run out of steam real quick, but trust me, the laser is the best in this mod pack. Use a laser for fluid transfer short distance. It is superior. Your speed of RPMs is going to go up a lot faster with your coil disengaged. Basically, it's like saying that the magnetism around this isn't stopping the thing from spinning, and you want to do that all the way up until you get up to 1800 RPM, and then that's when you're going to get your best efficiency. And I'm not going to be able to tell really overflow, dump excess. No, close the vents. Close the vents. It increases the amount of steam inside of it, so it closes it off, and it locks in your speed. You see? Vent all exhaust or vent overflow, it's just going to excess. I want to go ahead and leave it on vent overflow, and then we're just going to speed up. So that's it. RPMs are going to keep climbing, and it'll eventually balance out. What you can then do is tell it how many millibuckets per tick. Right now it's the maximum, I think. Yeah, maximum is 2,000 millibuckets per tick. That's 2 buckets per tick. So then all you have to do is determine how much fluid you're getting in to this thing. And if you see steam, like if you can look at the tooltip, it shows a little bit of steam. There's a little bit. You can tell kind of what's going out. With this you can tell it's going out because you can see that it's going to be generating steam just like now. And look at what I'm producing. I'm now producing almost the maximum millibuckets per tick for this thing to run full speed just by this little tiny one. So I didn't do the math too far off. I no longer need to control this with redstone because I am not getting to get power out of this anymore. I'm just going to leave that there though. And that's a factory block, right? What is it? What material is this? Lab block. Lab block. There they are. Just want to leave a bunch of holes on purpose. There we go. All right. Oh. All right, and there. So that's it. Now we are going to go through a lot more uranium or yellorium this way. It's going to be a lot less. I mean, look, 0.047, but it's going to constantly be running because I'm not going to have it get turned off. I could have a controller attached that says when this thing gives power, turn this on and off and toggle back and forth for efficiency. And if you want me to do that, I can show you how to do that on another video. All right, we are almost to the point where we need to close the vents. We're going to close the vents at 1800. It's still going to move a little. We don't want it to go too high. Okay, that's it. 25 millibuckets right there per fluid blade. How many blades we got? We got 4 on each one, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 4, it's 24. It's pretty easy math. And there you go. How much power are we going to get? How much power are we getting? Oof. No output because I have nothing attached. So, here is the cells. And I want to make a battery bank right here. Yeah, big old storage cube. So, this is Souls44. Thanks for stopping by. This is the plug. I'll just put that on there right now to fill up my flex networks just so I can see the power. Let's just do that. Boom, there. Alright, disable limit. It's already attached to Solus's network. Pulling the power out. How much we doing? Nothing? Oh, I guess it doesn't need to produce any, so it's not. It's pretty simple. Oh, we gotta engage the coils. Ready? Now it's gonna drop. Now it's gonna drop. Vent overflow. Alright, I forgot to get engaged. So look at that. We're going now. We're producing 16K when it was at full speed. The question is it going to be able to keep up? I don't know. Let's go ahead and close the vent again. No, we want to open it up. Wow, we're not even producing enough steam, are we? We want to keep it at 1800 so we can get the most power out of this that we can. And look at that, 8,000 RF a tick. We're getting juice, more than what we can get out of this, and a lot less fuel. So that's the idea. So there you go. All right. Hey, thanks for stopping by. This is Solus44. Come check out Galactic Chickens. Still, a server will be running up and updated with Vein Miner, Plant Tech 2, Mechanism, all the Mechanism add-ons that we could find for 1.1, 2.1, and emojis and stuff as well. Weird ones. Weird ones. Just tons and tons of weird ones. So, yeah. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.